Oh, hold on. I think I'm gonna have to hand this off. Yeah. Sorry. That does it for us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow. Now it is time for the last word with Lawrence O'Donnell.
Elon Musk bought X and turned it into the social media arm of the MAGA movement. And we all sat there right in the middle of it during the campaign.
Rachel Maddow is the first person to see some of the pay cuts coming down to MSNBC. Rachel Maddow made $30 million a year. Do people still watch her? I find it really hard to believe that people still watch Rachel Maddow. I think what happens is there's a lot of hospitals and nursing homes that turn on MSNBC during Rachel Maddow's hour and then just let it run in the background. She ain't making $30 million anymore. She's only making $25 million now. She only works once a week. She comes into the office one time a week to sit down and spew propaganda and lie to the American people about the things that are going on, and then leaves once a week. $30 million seems a little excessive for working once a week. Comcast is in the middle of selling off MSNBC and all of their talk shows. Doing this because they're not making any money, and the reason they're not making any money is to get their news from social media platforms.
Guys, it's happening again. Like Elon Musk is flirting with the idea of buying MSDNC. Okay, the last time he did this, he ended up buying Twitter and making it X, and turning the whole country around and helping get Trump elected, which I sincerely believe would have never happened if he hadn't purchased Twitter. Okay, so this is on top of what you saw in the intro here, Rachel Maddow with a $5 million pay cut. That's a big cut. Even if you get many millions of dollars, imagine if you're working at your job and they do $5,000 pay cut, $10,000. That's a big deal to you, right? So for somebody losing millions of dollars, that's a lot of freaking money. But before we get too deep into that, I want to react to this clip between Bill O'Reilly and Chris Cuomo on News Nation, where they're talking about some of the behind the scenes at MSDNC, Rachel Maddow's network, where he's discussing and giving his take on what's actually happening, why Morning Joe and Mika Brzezinski went up there and groveled and kissed the ring of Donald Trump. Let's get into it.
Comcast said, you two, we're going to have to try to mend some cliche fences, and you two are going to go in there and you're going to try to tamp it down. Because Comcast knew the next day they were going to announce that MSNBC is vapor. That is a huge media story.
Why is
Enormous.
it vapor? Just because they're spinning it off and putting them in the... Well, they're spinning off a bunch of brands.
There's no spin-off.
Yeah, there is. It's a spin-off company.
There's no spin-off. See, you buy the propaganda, Cuomo.
Oh, okay.
See what I mean about
I'm just saying
people?
what's being reported.
All right.
But what do you know?
Yeah, I know, but why would you believe what's being reported? You want the real story? Here it comes.
Please.
So they're uncoupling their word, Comcast, MSNBC from NBC News. That means MSNBC has no resources at all. None. They're not going to be able to pay these people millions of dollars, Rachel Maddow, whatever she's making. NBC News is saying, we don't want you around. Why? Because NBC News' numbers, Lester Holt and the Today Show, are catastrophe, because half the country equates NBC News with MSNBC, and they won't watch. So NBC is desperately trying to save the mothership of information, and they have to throw MSNBC overboard. They're not putting anything into MSNBC. They want to sell it. So where's Georgie Soros now? Georgie's buying radio stations. You can get MSNBC for nothing. They'll give it to you.
Facts.
They don't want any more of this. Why? Because it's hateful. Not because it's so far left. The whole NBC Comcast hierarchy is far left. But it's hateful. They hate Trump. They hate people who vote for Trump. Everybody knows that. And you know what's next? The View. ABC News is going to have to cut ties with The View. And you saw that today or yesterday when Sonny Hostin had to read a legal statement in the middle of a segment.
How could you nominate someone with allegations of child trafficking trafficking across state lines and having sex with a 17-year-old? My understanding, further on in the interview, they discussed the fact that once he finds out that she's 17, he stops having sex with her.
Sonny, you have a legal note.
I do have a legal note. Thank you, Whoopi. Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations, calling the claims, quote, invented. and saying in a statement to ABC News that this false smear following a 3-year criminal investigation should be viewed with great skepticism. That DOJ investigation was closed with no charges being brought.
The lawyers get Whoopi Goldberg's ear and it said, we're bringing a statement in on a teleprompter. She reads it. So it is over for these far left networks. Done, never coming back. Dracula's stake in the heart. Who benefits? News Nation may, but CNN, which is on the ropes too, will probably get some MSNBC viewers. Wow. There you go.
Guys, the only thing about, I agree with some of what he said, but I disagree with some of the reasoning, because he's saying, well, they don't want it because it's hateful. Well, it's been hateful for years. I don't think that that's the issue. I think that the reason you're seeing such a shift, it's maybe not even because of the viewership necessarily. I think it's because now that the election is over, they realize that a lot of people don't support the things that they hope that they would support. Like, for example, if, let's say, Kamala Harris won the election, but the viewership also dropped, then I don't think you'd be seeing them trying to pivot so hard and fast and in a hurry. I don't think that they would be trying to do that, because it would signify that, oh, people do want to see this type of stuff. We just need to change some stuff around and get people to still want to watch it. But I think that the bigger thing is that they're sensing a shift, a movement away from the woke leftists, a movement away from weird transgenderism stuff, a movement away from open borders, foolery, stupidity, a movement towards common sense and more traditional values, right? That's what I think one of the big things is, on top of viewership. I think multiple things can be true on top of, obviously, the viewership has dropped. So I got an article here, New York Post, okay? MSNBC's Rachel Maddow's salary reportedly cut by $5 million despite ratings Viagra. Who came up with this title? As parent company Comcast deals with difficult time. Like, that is quite the title. Ratings Viagra. A little vulgar there, but okay. MSNBC/star anchor Rachel Maddow's annual salary by $5 million as the left-leaning network continues to reel from parent company's Comcast decision to spin off its struggling cable properties, according to a report. Okay, so Rachel Maddow, who rakes in $30 million. This lady, Miss Russia collusion hoaxer herself, makes $30 million a year. That's crazy. Imagine just getting up there and just spewing BS talking points all day and getting paid millions of dollars. I'm damn near here on YouTube. Like, I get some donations and stuff, and the videos are monetized, but it's damn near free. And I'm here every day. And I'm telling the truth. I need to start lying so I get $30 million. I'm kidding, guys, because I would never do that. Obviously, this is what separates different people. Some people willing to lie for their millions. Some people value integrity. I'm one of the people who values my integrity. So sure, I'd love to make a lot of money, and I do think that I'm getting there, but I'm never going to sell out for just because somebody offers me millions of dollars to get on TV and lie and gaslight and BS and make stuff up every single day. It's never going to be my thing, because it's just not in my spirit, guys. Continuing here. The Rachel Maddow show just one day a week on Mondays. Yeah, it only comes on one day. That's even crazy. She don't even work every day. Renegotiated her salary for $25 million over the next 5 years. So she's locked in. Okay, she's locked in, guys. This is a difficult time, and they needed to keep her. One executive told the site, no one else can do what she does. You can't build a brand like it overnight. Now, this I strongly disagree with. I do think Rachel Maddow is unique, but I think that a lot of people are. Like, I don't think that Rachel Maddow is not replaceable, or that you can't build. Like, okay, do people know her name? Like, I get what they're saying. Yes, But Rachel Maddow kind of came through fiercely and built a brand pretty quickly. I don't see why you couldn't do that again, especially if her brand is so strong. Then why's her viewership drop by over 50%? Look here, it says MSNBC's ratings have tanked 54% in the days after President-elect Donald Trump's victory over Vice President Kamala Harris, a win that left MSDNC's staunchly anti-Trump hosts speechless. The ratings are down 40% from this time last year. Okay, we were so Harris propaganda that when she lost, viewers were shocked. One on-air commentator told the Ankler. It turned into one giant circle jerk echo chamber. If MSDNC wants to be a service to its viewers, they can't keep them in a fantasy land. Okay, this is facts. Like, these people basically just got up there and just spewed Trump hate every day. And for the people who needed to get that hate injection every day, like, yes, we hate Trump, please save us, right? Please, some woman of color, you're the only one who can save us from Donald Trump or another white man that's a Democrat. That's the only thing that these people were looking forward to. They needed their daily dose of Trump derangement, okay? But unfortunately, now they're just going to get a daily dose of Donald Trump every damn day instead, at least over these next 4 years, okay? But it doesn't end there, because going back to one of the topics I mentioned at the beginning of this video, Elon Musk. Yeah, based Elon Musk is floating around the idea of purchasing MSDNC. Okay, like says Comcast is putting MSDNC up for sale. CNN just announced massive layoffs. Maybe the new owners will figure out that lying nonstop to your audience is a lousy business model. Okay, and then, well, you know what's crazy? I'm not sure that the folks at MSDNC think that they're lying. Maybe they do. I don't know. I know that Joy Reid is fake, so it's hard to say for sure sometimes with these people, because, I mean, they are good actors and actresses. But anyway, Elon Musk replies, how much does it cost after Donald Trump Jr. asked, hey, Elon Musk, I have the funniest idea. Okay, Elon Musk, last time he did this, if you couldn't tell by this other screenshot back from 2017, when he said, I love Twitter, Dave Smith replies, you should buy it then. Elon Musk, how much is it? I'm sensing a deja vu, guys.
Oh, deja vu.
What did you just say?
Nothing, just had a little deja vu.
A deja vu. This might happen again, because if anybody can do it, why the hell would Elon Musk not be able to do it? If anybody else can afford it, why would Elon Musk not be able to afford it? You saw how X worked out. Now it's like the #1 fastest growing social media site. I mean, you still got Threads out there. Now you got Blue Sky. You even got Truth. None of them grow and are growing like the X platform is growing. In addition, you even had Joe Rogan trolling. Okay, Joe Rogan says, if you buy MSDNC, I like Rachel Maddow's job. I will wear the same outfit and glasses, and I will tell the same lies. Okay, and then people started trolling with these ridiculous mashup photos. Okay, like with the stupid wig. Is that a wig that Rachel Maddow has on? I never really put much thought into it. I try not to really look at Rachel Maddow. It's not particularly a flattering looking person. I can't imagine why any woman would go for that type of hairstyle. But anyway, yeah, they got all of these ridiculous pictures here. Elon Musk smoking on Joe Rogan's podcast years ago. Okay, so yeah, a lot of XNBC. Oh yeah, he could rebrand it to XNBC. That's a good one. I like that. So guys, here are the facts. The fake news is destroying themselves, just like how the Democrats shot themselves in the foot this election with all the lying and gaslighting, and then they just kept losing until inevitably this disastrous defeat by Donald Trump. Now the fake news has also screwed themselves over, because for whatever reason, they became these crazy propaganda networks. Now, it might also be because you have to bear in mind one reason a lot of people aren't thinking of that I'm reminding you guys about now is that there is laws against propaganda, and it's literally illegal. So, I mean, you can be sued for propaganda if it's provable. And since Donald Trump is coming in office, there may be some fear of retribution there. And I know that Donald Trump is going to do something about it. If they don't self-police, I know for a fact that he's not playing around, especially after getting shot at, actually getting hit by a bullet. He's not effing around. This is literally life and death for him. Okay, so I know that he's not joking around, and I think that these fake news media networks are trying to protect themselves. Comcast probably feels like MSDNC is just a total wash. I don't know how the hell that cancer got developed. They're trying to cut the cancer loose before it infects the rest of the host, okay? And I don't blame them. But then again, like Bill O'Reilly was saying earlier, hell, the whole damn thing is a wash because NBC is fake news too, okay? Like, you got a bunch of, isn't that what Kristen Welker over there is on NBC? And she's as fake news as they come. I mean, she doesn't just get up there and just spew racism and bile like the likes of Joy Reid and Maddow and Jen Psaki and Ari Melber's little stupid dumbass, right? She doesn't spew it like them, but she definitely spews propaganda and lies over and over again, and then also tries to cover for Democrats. So there's still Democrat operatives either way over at the NBC network, and Comcast is inevitably still going to be infected regardless. But these are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. You think Elon Musk is going to do it? He's already got a lot on his plate, so I don't know how he would possibly manage yet another one. I mean, this might be a bigger thing than just buying the X platform, buying MSDNC. But I don't know, depending on how much it costs. That's why he asked the question. And I do think that he's asking not just to troll. I think that he's asking because he's serious. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
To do that Bill Barr stopped Mueller from doing. And that's fascinating. Because everybody would like to do that from Robert Mueller as well as from Bill Barr. But at this point, it's all